Hi there. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome to day 6 of Learn 200 Idioms in 20 Days. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of music idioms. And before we start, I'd like you to click down below on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you hear every time that I upload a new video. And click on the playlist also. If you have missed days 1 to 5, you'll be able to watch the videos in the order that I recorded them in. So let's start with number 1, music idioms part 2. So number 1 is a swan song. When someone is doing a swan song, it means that they are engaging in their last activity or last performance before retirement or before leaving a job. Let me give you an example. Let's say there is a ballet dancer, and she's been dancing for so many years, but she realizes that she's not going to be able to dance for very much longer. So she's decided to give one final gala performance. So you could call that her swan song, her last performance before retiring from dance. Or let's say someone is working at a job and they've been at the job for 25 years and they're going to retire and they're working on one last project before they retire. So that project that they're working on is called their swan song, their last project before they retire. Number 2 is to face the music. When you face the music, you have to face the consequences of something, the negative effect of something that you've done or perhaps something that you have said. You face the consequences. Let's say a student talks back to the teacher in a classroom. Well, they have to face the music. And the music is being called into the principal's office, and maybe his or her parents being called into the principal's office as well. So they're in trouble. When you have to face the music, you're in trouble about something, and you have to face the consequences of something that you've said or something that you have done. Number 3 is to carry a tune. If you are able to carry a tune, that means you're able to sing well. If you're not able to carry a tune, it means that you are not a very good singer and you sing off tune, or what we say off tune. But if you're able to carry a tune, that's the good thing. You can sing well and people enjoy listening to you sing. If you can't carry a tune, people are always telling you, you know what? Stop singing. Stop singing. It doesn't sound very pleasant. So to carry a tune or to not be able to carry a tune, to sing well or to not be able to sing well. Number 4, to tickle the ivory or to tickle the ivories means that you are able to play the piano. Of course, the keys of a piano are made out of ivory. So if you're a wonderful pianist, people would say, boy, he can really tickle those ivories. He is such a great piano player, right? Number 5, to chime in. When you chime in, you are expressing your opinion about something. Let's say you're sitting around the family dinner table. And, members of the family are arguing back and forth. Maybe about politics, even though politics is something that you should never be talking about, right? Because it does create a lot of arguments. But if people are arguing about something and then you decide to get into the conversation too, we say that you're chiming in, you're sharing your opinion. You don't want to just sit on the outskirts listening to a discussion. You feel passionate about it, you have an opinion about it, and you want to express your opinion about whatever is being usually argued about. But it's not always an argument that you chime in about. It's just about expressing your opinion or your view on something. Number 6 is to change your tune. If you change your tune about something, you're changing your opinion. maybe forever you have had the same opinion about something and people know where you stand on a particular issue. And then all of a sudden you start to express the opposite view. And people say, boy, you've really changed your tune about that. You used to be against whatever, and now you're for it. Why have you changed your opinion? So to change your tune means to change your opinion about something. It can also mean to change your personality in some way. Let's say you have always been a very really aggressive person, perhaps not being very nice to people, speaking ill of people or treating people in a bad manner. And then all of a sudden you become very nice and you become very kind, and people say, wow, you've really changed your personality. I mean, you used to be, quite loud and maybe not very kind, and people can say, you've really changed your tune. Your whole personality has changed. Sometimes if people experience something bad in their lives, it can really turn them around for the good. So to change your tune is to change your opinion or to change perhaps your behavior about something. Number 7 is to drum up support. Certainly political candidates drum up support for their campaign so that people vote for them. So when you're drumming up support, you're not only drumming up votes, but in a lot of times, especially nowadays, it takes millions and millions of dollars to become the president of the United States, for instance, or to become the prime minister. So you're drumming up financial support as well, not just support for your policies, but financial support that will help you to become an elected official. But it's not only politics. It's not only elections and votes. People can drum up support certainly for a social issue or social justice issue, or perhaps for a charitable donation. People are drumming up support and drumming up money for people to contribute to a charity. So there are many situations, many scenarios where you're trying to drum up support for something. It could be political, or it could be social or charitable, in many different contexts. That's a very good idiom to remember. Number 8 is to get something for a song and a dance. If you get something for a song and a dance, it means that you have bought something for a really cheap price. Let's say you bought a car. Maybe it's an old car. Maybe it's a teenage boy, and you're buying your very first car for, I don't know, maybe $1,000, and someone asks you, well, how much did you pay for this? And you say, well, you know what? I got it for a song and a dance. It was pretty cheap, and I can fix it up, but it was pretty cheap. Or if you, buy an iPhone or any other product, and someone asks you how much you paid for it, you could say, well, really, it was really inexpensive. I got it for a song and a dance. It was so cheap. It didn't cost me very much at all. So when you buy something that is really, really inexpensive. Number 9, to jazz something up. You're trying to improve the appearance usually of something. Let's say a lady buys a really plain looking dress. She loves the dress, but she says it's not very fancy, but I like the style of it. So she can jazz it up with a necklace and earrings, and maybe a belt and a nice pair of shoes. So she's trying to accessorize the dress, the plain dress that she loves, in order to jazz it up a little bit, to make it look more exciting. Yeah? And number 10, to drum into someone's head. You are trying to convince someone of something by repeating it. But you can drum something into your own head as well. Do you remember when you were in elementary school and you had the multiplication tables to memorize, right? The 2 times table, the 3 times table, the 4 times table, and you just had to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it in order to remember it. You were drumming it into your head with repetition so that it would become quite easy to remember after a while. Or, perhaps you're studying for a really important exam and there's perhaps a part of the information that you just cannot remember. You just cannot grasp. Maybe it's, or you just can't remember. Maybe it's mathematical formulas, or maybe it's information for a citizenship test or something like that. You're just drumming the information, repeating it and repeating it to yourself in order to help yourself remember what perhaps is very complex information. So those are the idioms for today. Let's just review them. So a swan song, to face the music, to carry a tune, you're a very good singer. To tickle the ivory, you're a very good piano player. To chime in, number 5, to chime in means to express your opinion about something. Number 6, to change your tune. You're changing your opinions, changing your ideas about something. Number 7, to drum up support, either about policies or financial support. Number 8, to get something for a song and a dance. It was really cheap. You didn't pay very much money for it. Number 9, to jazz something up. You're trying to improve the appearance of something. And number 10, to drum into one's head. You're repeating something to yourself over and over and over again in order to try to remember something. So those are the 10 idioms in part 2 of Music Idioms. And once again, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of these videos. And I also encourage you to remember the equation for improving your English. Review plus use equals remember. Okay, I encourage you to do that. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.